As a young man, as soon as you're born and you get to like 6 or 8 years old, you're instantly a pussy. Just because of the fact that you got like quite old relatively. Like just because you got to the point where you could literally comprehend thoughts and comprehend people's ideas and what they're talking about. That fact alone makes you a pussy. You know why? They don't want to tell you this, but they're pussifying young men. In the modern day, young men are seen as toxically masculine. We should not be masculine, guys. You should be simps. Nobody says this like explicitly. Nobody says this openly. Nobody says this to your face like I do, directly, straightforward. But they want you to be a simp. They want you to be the guy messaging the girls in their DMs and the girls never responding. They want you to be the guy who's paying for OnlyFans. They want you to be the guy who's fat, who's lazy, who's lethargic, who's watching the football game on Sunday, who's literally got no purpose inside of him, who's suicidal, who's depressed. They want you to be a coward. They want you to be a pussy. They want you to be weak. They want you to be docile. They want you to be submissive. They want you to be feminine. They want you. You know why? Because the modern day strong masculine men who are leaders, if they happen to grow in numbers, they will cause a fucking revolution. And they don't want that. They don't want a revolution to happen. They want you to stay a pussy. They want you to stay a coward. We've discussed this at length already in my previous videos. But there is a cure. There is a way out. There is a path that will lead you to success, to prosperity, to happiness. True happiness, like not the bullshit happiness that you hear about. Oh, be happy, do whatever that makes you happy. Fuck off. That's the pussification of young men right there. They're telling you, do anything that makes you happy. That's fucking feminine. That's what women do. They do anything that makes them happy. They don't have discipline. You're gonna hate me for saying this. Oh, misogynist. Oh, sexist. I'm not sexist. I'm not misogynist. I'm not misogynistic. I'm simply stating the truths about the differences between men and women. Women are not meant to be these disciplined, strong, masculine fucking characters. No. They're meant to be the caretaking, feminine, nice, kind human beings. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make women more masculine. They're trying to make men more feminine. And you're clearly a part of that. Like, you're clearly a pussy. Actually, I'll take that back. You know why? The fact that this video got recommended to you and the fact that you clicked on it proves that you're not a pussy. The fact that you're watching up to this point proves that you're not a pussy, proves that you're actually trying to improve yourself in the modern day. It proves that you're actually a different from the norm, a different guy from the norm. You're not the simp, you're not the fucking beta, but you could still get better. You could still get better because you're never perfect. You're never a 10 out of 10 like all these pussies want you to believe. No. We all have an instinctual pussy inside of us. A pussy voice. Or a cowardly voice. This fucking little bitch voice inside of us. Justin Waller talked about this before. When that voice comes out of you, when that little bitch voice starts complaining about whatever the task that you're doing is, just because it's hard and difficult, you need to acknowledge that this is that little bitch voice. This is not actually your right brain. This is not actually the right and correct way you should be thinking, because this is your lizard brain, as they like to call it in our self-improvement niche. This is the lizard brain. This is the brain that you're not supposed to be following, you know? You should not be trusting your brain at all times. because your brain has been manipulated by all these fucking marketing companies and social media companies and all these fucking TikTok shorts, TikTok, YouTube shorts, Reels, Instagram, all this garbage, Snapchat. You've been convinced that social media is good, consumerism is good, fucking watching garbage content is good, entertainment, purely entertainment content, like all this fucking mindless entertainment. And you're just wasting your life away. Today I had a statistic that people on average use their phone for 5 hours a day. 5 fucking hours a day. And to be honest, I do as well. But I try to make at least a few of those hours productive when I'm using my phone. What are you doing? Are you just consuming content like a dumbass drone? Like a fucking NPC? As they want you to be? Or are you producing content? Because if you're producing content, it's not as bad. At least you can generate some money eventually. At least you can become financially stable, financially free. If you're on the right path, in the right business, in the right place, at the right time. But are you actually putting in hard work, or are you just consuming content half of the time? These are things you should really be ruminating about. You should really be contemplating about these thoughts and these topics. Because this is what matters. Your time is the most valuable asset you have. It can either build your future businesses and your future as a whole, or it can ruin you. If you're using it for garbage activities like smoking weed, like playing video games, like watching anime, like wasting away your life, not getting sunlight, not eating the right food, eating junk food and fast food and all this garbage. This is how you use your time like a dumbass. Not only are you wasting time when you play video games, but you're actually ruining your mind, you're ruining your attention span, not only are you wasting your time when you eat junk food, but you're ruining your immune system. You're becoming fat, you're becoming lazy, you're becoming lethargic, you literally have gynecomastia, you have man boobs. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wake up to the programming, bro. They're manipulating you, they're programming you. Are you just gonna be another drone, another NPC? I mean, there are NPCs earning millions on TikTok. Will you hop on the trend? Because if you do, then it will be kind of productive, you know? At least you'll be making a fortune out of it. At least you'll be making some money that you could literally use to help your family out, to help your people out, to help your friends out, to help the charity out, you know? To help the fucking minorities, the homeless people. But you're an NPC without even producing content, so you just have no money, you're just broke. And that, my friend, makes you a pussy.